Hello and good morning. It is 7:14 a.m. and we're gonna try out the new Makeup by Mario foundation today. So I figured I have a day at work and I won't just be sitting down. I do have a walking pad, so I will be active while I'm wearing this foundation, and I thought this was the perfect time to try it. So this foundation, I'm gonna just read you the details from Sephora, and then we're gonna just jump right into it because we don't have time for a super long intro here. So the description of this foundation is a breathable, luminous foundation that effortlessly builds and blends to illuminate the complexion with customizable long wear coverage. The top ingredients is grapeseed oil, vegetable squalene, and then it says perfecting powders in the foundation. So my skin type is, right now in the winter time, it's not as oily. I used to be way more oily when I was a little younger. Right now I want to say my skin is more normal. It's getting more oily kind of on my T-zone area. I'm already prepped and ready to go. I did put a primer on only half of my face. I did put the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer on this side, and then I am going to powder how I normally would powder on this side, and then just kind of let this side ride. I figured sometimes not everybody wants someone to use a primer, so I figured this was a good compromise because I want to wear it how I would wear it daily, so that's why I did the primer and stuff on this side. This is what the bottle looks like. It's glass and it's gonna have a pump on it. I like it. I will say, me and a fellow makeup artist had the discussion. We were hoping the bottles were gonna be more makeup artist friendly, where they were gonna be smaller or more compact or something, just because he is a professional makeup artist, but they're not. I guess if I do really like it, I plan on adding it to my kit, so I am just gonna have to condense it. And I'm gonna do this brush, this is the e.l.f. Flawless airbrush brush, and then I'll go in with a beauty blender because I like to tag team it. The thing about this is if I'm on TikTok and it's been on my For You page and people are putting it on their face and they're blending out and they're it's amazing. Really just, you know what? No, we're not gonna pump it on our face because what if I put too much? I did get a facial yesterday and my face is dermaplaned, so any excess peach fuzz or dead skin has been shaved off of my face. So just as a little warning. And I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit more. That's as far as it goes, so never mind about that. You know, I think for getting this online, it's a pretty good match. I think it could be a little light for me in the summer. It's not I get that much darker, but it definitely has luminosity to it. I can see when I blend it out, it is gonna be luminous. So this is something that I'm already thinking oily skin is just not, it's just not gonna be it for it. Maybe unless you're not super oily, maybe if you're a combo. Okay, so I do have a pimple here. It's still coming through, so I am just gonna go ahead with another layer right there. I really don't even think I need to go in with a beauty blender with this. Normally what I like to do is I like to apply the foundation and I go sandwich in between, but I really don't even feel I need to do that. But just for the sake of seeing how it blends with it, I'm gonna go in a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna get up close. It looks really nice on my skin. It definitely looks like skin. It is very luminous. I don't want to even say glowy. I just want to say luminous. So I'm sure it will go down a little bit with the powder when I powder in certain areas, but it does make me a little nervous for the oily girls, the really oily girls. So let me just come a little closer. You see, let me turn down this light too, because people cheat. Oh, nope, I just made it more blue. Nope, I just made it brighter. Okay. It's hard when you turn it down because like there's literally like no fucking light in this room, but you can see it's very luminous. Look at my eyes, I look tired. It looks really, really nice, but again, it's just, if you are oily, that makes me a little nervous. So I finished my makeup. I didn't go in with like liquid bronzer, liquid blush, just because like quite frankly, I did not have the time. I have to log on to work. But for my blush and bronzer, I just went in with the Jaclyn Cosmetics blush and bronzer duo in Warm Flush and Golden Goddess. So it is like, you know, lighter, which is totally fine. I'm literally just gonna be like working and walking on a treadmill today. So I did use the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder, and I use that to set this side of my face. So I just go in, when I set my face, I just go in with a like angled brush, and then I just set it where I know I get oily and where I usually set it. So which was like my chin area, like the side of my nose, my forehead, and then I even just kind of like went in over here. I actually didn't do any liquid highlight or anything. This is just the luminosity from like the foundation itself, and then obviously maybe a little bit of like the blush, but pretty much just from the foundation. So I am super curious to see how this actually lasts throughout the day, which I will be doing check-ins, so there we go. I did also use the Sephora setting spray just for this side of my face. I literally just took it and like sprayed this side. So this side is just like raw dogging it today. Totally forgot to do this. Here's it in natural lighting. The sun is coming up, so it's still like not completely light out, but let me just like bring you up close and personal. This is the side that I had the blemish on that I did not set or anything. Don't look at my eyes. This is the other side. So it is a little bit hard because it's not super bright out. Here's in between my eyebrows. So it looks really nice. And again, I did get a hydrofacial and a dermaplane yesterday. So my skin is prepped and ready to go. But I thought I'd just show you guys in natural light. Keep you posted. Okay, so I'm doing a 4-hour check-in. It is 11:35, so I've been wearing it for 4 hours. I have my ring light on. It still looks pretty good. Again, it's just like really luminous. It has worn off on my nose because I have blown my nose a few times. But it still looks pretty good. It is definitely, even where I set it, it is starting to get like a little like dewy. But let's bring you in closer. Still sitting pretty good. I get oily here, so this is really where it's kind of like, you know, definitely shining through. So normally I would have to kind of like re-powder that and everything, but it doesn't bother me. It's not like overwhelmingly oily. It's just like really luminous, at like as in the foundation's name. So yeah, that's what it's looking like so far. And then I'll probably check in. I've also walked 4 miles throughout the day so far. I'm not going at like a super high speed or anything, probably like maybe maximum like 2 or something, but I'm still like moving my body. I'm still, you know, going. So that's something to keep in mind as well. I'll probably do a check-in maybe like around like 4 o'clock. So we'll be on for like 5 hours more. So like 9 hours in total. So we'll do that. But yeah, so far it's still looking pretty good. Hello, we're doing another check-in. It is 4:02. So it's been another like, what, 4.5 hours. I checked in around like 11:30. So I've been wearing this for, oh my gosh, let me math for a second. That was 4, 5, I don't know, like 9 hours, 9.5 hours at this point. And I think it's still looking pretty good. Again, obviously it's just looking like pretty luminous on my nose. It's pretty much worn off. Been blowing my nose. I did spill water on my chin, but I dabbed it and I felt like it was good. It's not really like breaking up. It's really just like giving like a luminosity to it. I think if I were to set it a little bit more, like even with like a better setting powder, more of like a, not a pressed powder. I mean, like, I guess like a different pressed powder, but like if I went in with this and like really like set it, I feel like it probably would have looked even better. Like it wouldn't have gotten as like shiny as it has, which again, I don't think it looks like crazy shiny. Like I don't feel like I'm sliding all over the place. Okay, so this is going to be my final check-in with the foundation. It is 6:19, and the reason why I'm ending this now is because I honestly really just like want to wash my face and take a shower. So it's been almost 11 hours. I still think it looks pretty good for just being super luminous. Again, I don't feel like it's really breaking up at this point too much. It's just really, really shiny. I did actually go ahead and repowder this side just to see if I could set it down. But yeah, not horrible. I don't think this is going to be good for oily skin. Just within the name, like it being like a luminous, I don't even think actually luminous is in the name, but just with it saying it's a luminous foundation. And I was actually like looking at the foundation itself, which you're not gonna be able to pick up on camera, but there is like specks of almost like a shimmer throughout it. But I think if you're drier, you're gonna really like this, even if you're more normal or if you just like a really luminous foundation. It's definitely not a bad foundation, but if you are oily and you do want to try it, just make sure you really prep your skin and prime it and set it accordingly. I like that it's lightweight. I like that it's buildable. I do like the finish of it, but again, it is just something that I have to really like touch up and prime my skin. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hello. So I wanted to just real quick, because I know I just did a check-in for the foundation, but this is a different day. This is Sunday the 1st, and I wore the foundation again today, but I set it a little bit differently, and I prepped it a little bit differently. So I used the one size primer, and then I went in with the Huda powder, like the baking powder, setting powder, whatever, and I actually went and set it, and it looks really good. I've been wearing it for, what time is it? It's 3 o'clock, for like 5 hours, and I'm not nearly as shiny as I was when I just set certain areas with the Charlotte Tilbury powder and used the Hourglass primer. So I think setting it with a loose powder is really good if you want to like take down some of the luminousness of the foundation. Sorry, I'm like really tired and out of breath right now. But I set it on my forehead, my chin, like right under my like cheekbones, like the sides of my nose, and I'm really not shiny or anything. This is also a natural light. But yeah, I think it has lasted really well for only doing this setting once. I will say, I think if you are oily, just because of like the grapeseed oil and all the oils and stuff in it, probably still stay away, but it's not impossible to prep your skin and set it to make it work. I like the longevity of this foundation. I do feel like it lasts really long and it doesn't get cakey. I do like the finish of it. It is very skin-like, but I like it more when it's toned down and not as luminous, because sometimes it was just a little too glowy. But I'm still gonna play around with it. I'm still gonna wear it because I did buy it and I do like it. It's just, again, if you're oily and someone like me in the summer where I'm gonna be really oily, I don't think this is a foundation I can wear in the summer. But for winter and setting it properly, I think it's fine. So again, this is just, I didn't really cover this because I didn't really care, but kind of, I guess, like my final thoughts for now. Maybe I'll do an update once I wear it a little bit more, but I've worn it twice already, and I think playing around with it and trying different products with it was really good instead of just doing the one first impressions. If you have tried this foundation, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I'm thinking about doing a side-by-side comparison of this foundation and the House Labs. So if you are interested in seeing that, please let me know as well. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!